Hey guys, this is TPW talking pro wrestling. Sorry about not publishing an episode for the podcast for a while. I haven't been feeling well, so there's that. But we back for Dynamite results, and we'll also do New Japan's All Together again card. That will be on the next episode. So this episode will be Dynamite results. The next episode will be All Together again for New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, and All Japan. Orange Cassidy will yet again defend his international title. The TBS title is on the line. We'll hear from MJF. And a Texas Tornado match will also take place while in Colorado Springs, but I digress. AEW comes on the air with Excalibur welcoming us alongside Tony Schiavone and Taz as they immediately throw to the opening title match of the evening, which was the international title with Orange Cassidy and Swerve Strickland. A phenomenal opening contest and title defense being the 24th for Orange Cassidy, who again manages to survive by the skin of his teeth. Cassidy ultimately outswerved Swerve Strickland as it seems we're building to a tag team matchup with Sting and Darby as Cassidy's backup. As Mogul Embassy, they hit the ring to immediately beat down Cassidy after the matchup when the lights went out, and when Darby and Sting came to the ring, everyone else bailed in the ramp. Then a video package highlighted Switchblade, Jay White, and Ricky Starks ahead of the match tonight, which is going down as the main event as well. Bryan Danielson makes his way to the commentary table ahead of the next matchup, and that leads us to the trios matchup between Blackpool Combat Club and Chaos. This was an action-packed 6-man match with the Chaos Boys getting off a lot of offense, but in the end, it wasn't enough to overcome Blackpool Combat Club's Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Yuta, who are on a whole other level right now. I've really enjoyed how much they've turned Yuta into a killer over the course of the last few weeks. Here, this has been a great match. Hangman and the Bucks were backstage talking about how next week Dynamite is returning to Washington, D.C., where everything began. The Hung Bucks are set to return as they issued a challenge to take on Moxley, Castagnoli, and Yuta, which Bryan Danielson accepted on behalf of the BCC. Then a video package of Omega and Will Ospreay was shown, highlighting their incredible matchup at Wrestle Kingdom earlier this year. Ospreay wanting revenge for what Omega did, and with his victory over Lance Archer at Dominion. The match is official with Omega and Ospreay. This rematch happening at Forbidden Door. MJF defended his World Championship in the Four Pillars match. So he finally came out telling everyone how he was bored of his competition. And MJF had an answer to the call, and it led to a pretty strong back and forth promo. While you could say this went a little long, I was happy Adam Cole got in his promo and this wasn't dominated by MJF the whole time. And then we saw footage of the buy-in at Double or Nothing, where the Hardys gained control of Ethan Page's contract. Backstage, Matt, Jeff, and Brother Zay introduced Ethan Page, who was ordered to apologize to Brother Zay for injuring his neck last month. And Matt said he can make Page very talented. The storyline going on here is it feels like it's been going on for forever. I hope this ends soon. Jungle Hook then took on Preston Vance and Dralistico. In the Texas Tornado match. For a match that was only set up a week ago, this was wild. And as similar to the previous Tornado Texas match, Preston Vance bled another gusher here, and it was crazy. Jungle Hook then got the victory here. Tony Khan was backstage with what has become his weekly announcements. Khan this time talked about the main event for the debut show of Collision, which would end up being announced as Switchblade, Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Samoa Joe against CM Punk and FTR. Then Konosuke Takeshita took on Damon Ace, which Damon was a local talent. This was another week of nuclear heat for Don Callis and Konosuke Takeshita. And it's honestly wonderful that this is happening. But still, I liked how Tony Schiavone kept calling Don Callis a fungus, too. That was pretty funny as well. Alex Marvez was backstage at Cage's locker room, where a commotion was heard. Christian Cage came out and said he was the uncrowned TNT champion, something Arn Anderson cost him. So Cage revealed that Luchasaurus had bloodied Arn's son Brock Anderson and said it was an early Father's Day present. Seriously though, Christian Cage and the fathers. Chris Statlander and Anna JAS went one-on-one for the TBS Championship. Chris Statlander did retain the TBS Championship against Anna JAS. Daddy Magic in his glorious David Putty Seinfeld jacket seemingly interfered as frequently as Elaine and Putty would break up. Statlander chalked up another defense with Jay looking good even in defeat. We're clearly headed for Statlander taking on Taya Valkyrie, who's bitter about Statlander becoming TBS champion. Jay White then defeated Ricky Starks in the main event here tonight. This was a fun main event until the finish, which kind of sucked the air out of the crowd. Not really because of who won, just because of how it happened. The ref bump looked ridiculous, and people weren't sure what to make of the interference finish, with Gun Club getting into the ring and taking out Ricky Starks. Perhaps there are two new members of Bullet Club Gold. Would be a weird choice in my opinion, but I think it could work out if that were to be done there. Well, there you guys go. That was TPW Talking Pro Wrestling. All together again, predictions coming at you. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.